next.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Blues of Paris taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding...
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 61 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the Paris first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle they go. Buckner. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'll be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckner, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 8. 2
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Whitaker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Blues are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left side of home. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. Operating from the gun, Martin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 33 yards that time. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And able to get this to the 31. You look at this Eagle defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagle 16. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. A quick throw, but incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Manning. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 52 yards and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Martin. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here in this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Harper. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Harper. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckner. They find some open field here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose. Because
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. 17-0 our score after 1.
Eagles nothing.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
they've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Martin now. Off play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Martin. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg, Martin. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Paris 1st down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buckner. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 52 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle they go. Buckner, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Blues are able to add on to their first half lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
The try here for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drives 7 plays in length. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, the incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play. And they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it. And he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Watson. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Number 83, a gain of 12. And a Paris first down.
On first down, Buckner. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 99 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
And a Paris first down.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now this one complete on the slant route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
He'll drop to throw, and he's got his man in stride, complete. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Blues will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. To throw is Martin on 1st and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin in the Windy City, where the New York Giants have made the trip to take on Chicago. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. The Giants trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Shamrocks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Caps trying to hold on and claim victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Martin. Back to the air on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Martin.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Harper. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. the 40-yard
They'll
line.
keep it on the ground. It's Harper, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake, Martin.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Watson.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And the Paris first down.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buckner. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's taken in by Watson.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Buckner shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Back to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Blues go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A very solid gain of 27.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal.
They'll try again, and this time he's in for the touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
This fielded right at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
On second down now, it's Harper, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harper. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They run the counter. It's Harper, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
Off play action. Martin.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Paris first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Buckner. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 38-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Buckner. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And this offense on 3rd down today, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try the left side. Buckner. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Martin on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Martin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harper. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Harper.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Martin. And he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end.
taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
From the 23, here's the second down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Alford, and he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. On first down, Alford. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Alford. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's third down.
On third down, Dempsey. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Paris first down.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Paris,
the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they come back to the pack a bit as